There we go. We're live, dude. What's up?
What, what up?
No, thank you so much again for taking the time out to come hang out and chitty chat with me.
Thanks for having me, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
Means a lot to me.
Hell yeah,
Too.
dude. So I've been. Hang on, I gotta mute that. I had the other thing playing just to check the sound. As you say, we live.
Yeah, we live.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. So no, this is like actually a really huge honor for me. I've been watching you for a long time. And I come into your live streams every now and then, when I can, because usually when you do them, I'm in the middle of work, so, and I can't really like come and be social.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like morning time for you when I'm doing live over here.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, dude, what were we talking about? You didn't believe in Oregon. You didn't think it
Yeah, I
was
think
real.
Oregon was real, man. I didn't think that's for real. I remember the Oregon Ducks, the college football
Yeah,
team, right? Is that
yeah.
is it? No, I'm thinking about the Miami. What's the Oregon? Fuck.
It's the Ducks.
It's the okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Beavers.
Okay. Yeah, I used to like because the colors. I remember the colors used to be black and green. The college football team. Am I thinking of the right one?
I don't think so. Ducks is
Or
yeah, Ducks is green and yellow and
yeah,
white
that's it.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
The Beavers are like black and orange and something. So, but yeah, they're both like pretty big college teams. So,
Yeah. Right on,
but
man.
yeah, no, Oregon, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man. It's
When I imagine Oregon, I just imagine like a fucking like mountain, just like randomly in a city, and
yeah,
like that's what it's like for real. That's
yeah,
what I imagine.
yeah. So from Portland, you can see the main one, the big one is Hood, Mount Hood. Because it's like I don't know, maybe an hour away.
Yeah.
So it's really not that far. And then you can see St. Helens, the one that blew up in the 80s.
Okay.
Mount St. Helens. Oh, okay. It blew up. It like boom, like exploded in the 80s, and so it's like a big thing, and you can see that from Portland too. Um,
Mm.
yeah, but that's what's nice about Oregon. One of the few things it's like there's the Willamette Valley, like I told you about. And that's where everyone thinks that's like all the trees, all the green, and blah blah blah. But
Mm-hmm.
when you go past the mountain range, then it's just like desert, and that's most of the state.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, just everyone thinks of green Willamette Valley, tons of trees, but then like most of the state's not.
Yeah, when you said Portland, man, I didn't even put it together, man. I remember back. So I don't know. How old are you? You like mid 30s, early 30s?
I'm 38. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So if you pay attention to basketball, you know the
Oh
Trailblazers
yeah.
always beat whatever team I liked. Those were, I used to Portland Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz, both because they were both great fucking teams, but they would always beat my favorite team, man, all the fucking time.
Who's your favorite team?
Well, I used to like. I used to. Okay, weirdly enough, I liked the Lakers back before. Okay, back before Kobe was like
Yep.
Kobe. Back when he was like the rookie, and it was like Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel.
Okay.
Well, Rick Fox stayed a long time too, but back before they was like a dynasty kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Rasheed Wallace, Arvydas Sabonis, I can't fucking remember
Dude,
him.
that guy went to the Blazers, right? Yeah, Sabonis, Arvydas
Yeah,
Sabonis. He did.
because I think he was like, was he like Russian or something? He could
Yeah.
shoot threes. But he was a center.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a big dude, and I think he was a lot of like he grabbed the ball, like if it was a rebound or something like he passed too. He had a lot of assists.
Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
definitely had that more Euro style.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But it worked well with the Blazers. So,
yeah,
but
yeah, man. I
yeah,
remember. I hate them motherfuckers. Them and the because Karl Malone and John Stockton and Hornacek used to
yeah,
always beat the Lakers too, or they would stand a good chance of beating like whatever but they never won championships though. That was
no,
the part.
yeah. It was the same thing with the Blazers. They'd get to the finals and then they just fucking whiff.
Yeah,
Just whiff
yeah,
it. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Yeah, I haven't, since the pandemic thing, I haven't gone anywhere, and like I'd love to see a Blazers game, dude. I'd love to see a hockey game. I've never seen a hockey game. That
I've
would
seen a
be
hockey game in person.
really, oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh man.
Is it like high energy, like fucking crazy and I
Man, it's weird because like on it's like all it's because on TV I can't watch a hockey game because the camera angle just doesn't do it for me for some
mm,
reason. But when
mm,
you're like in person, it's a whole different feel. I love it. I loved it, man. I went to well, I didn't go to an NHL game. I went to the Cincinnati Cyclones. It was like that kind of like D League kind of shit.
hmm.
But I mean, but they still like legit hockey players, you know. And it
Yeah.
was like I loved it. We went to every home game the year that they won the championship there, man. And I
Wow.
loved every game,
Fuck
every
yeah.
time.
Fuck yeah,
It's
dude.
completely different experience from actually being there than watching it. Like watching on TV does nothing for me. Nothing. What
Yeah.
about you?
I mean, I, the only way I've experienced it is on TV. So
Mhm.
it's hard for me to say, you know. I mean, it looks great, I think, on TV, but I think you're right. Like if it was live, it would just be so much better. And
Mhm.
I'd rather see. I mean, I'd rather see a soccer or a fucking basketball game live than on TV.
Yeah.
I'd rather be there,
Yeah.
living it. And so,
It's a
yeah,
whole different experience. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine, dude.
Which like football games. Yeah. I went to a few basketball games, but they weren't. I never went to an NBA game. I went to, like was it ABA or some shit like that?
ABA.
Yeah. But it's a whole different. Yeah. I've never been to a soccer game either in person.
Mm.
I want to go see racing in person too, though. I think that'd be fucking. That'd be a different perspective on it than
Yeah,
watching on TV.
for sure, for sure. I've never been to a racing thing. I think I've been to horse racing once, maybe. But it's like that. It's just like they go and then it's done. Like
Yeah,
their race is just over so fucking fast. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
I
just
went to one or two. Yeah, it's just so it's just like they just go, then
yeah,
it's over. Then
yep,
it's like you just sit around and just wait for a while type
yep.
of shit.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say hello to some people in the chat here. You probably can't see it unless you're on it on your phone or something like that.
I tell you, let me go to my YouTube channel and say I'm live right now.
Okay.
Do you have a link you can send me? Because I'm real bad with this shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
just barely above the level where I can fucking just like hit live and then just go. I'm bad with this shit.
Yeah. Let me get you.
Create post.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. Go to my channel. Your channel. About. Is that it? No. Try. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna put it in the StreamYard chat.
Okay.
Private chat. There we go. It's in the private chat.
Okay. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I'm live now. I'm now at Scotty's side. Check us out. Oh, not use. Check us out if you
nice.
have time.
So one of my guys in my chat, he posted a link to your channel. So
Okay.
sub to Austria, awesome. There you go.
Yeah. So how long you been doing this? How long you been doing this?
Man, yeah, I've been doing it for probably 7 or something years. But I've done it like I used to do it where I'm like I'm gonna do it like every week at this time and always upload at the same time every week kind of thing. And I got tired of that. It's like, no, I'm just gonna start talking about whatever I want to talk about whenever I want to talk about. And I just kind of started using my phone in my car. I just hold it and then I talk shit and I don't edit it or anything and I just upload it.
Yeah, editing, man. That editing is like that's the roughest part for me, man. I just don't have the attention.
Yeah.
It sounds like you don't like it either. Yeah, you just
No.
throw it up.
Nope.
Fuck it.
And then like I had one video. I think it was titled "Why MGTOW is Hated," something like that, and it went kind of like semi-viral. Got like 26,000 views,
Okay.
and then I got like a lot of subs, because I used to have only like 20 or 30, and then that video came out, and then it jumped me up to like 700, something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice increase, man.
yeah. And then I got kind of into this. I don't know. I just started talking with other content creators and stuff. Got on Discords, and yeah, now there's just like a whole community of guys. Like I'm gonna go. We have a meetup coming up in summer, like in Chicago area, and so it
Okay.
just kind of took off here in the last year. So
Yeah,
yeah.
go for it, man. Just keep going. Do it. Just fucking do it, man. Because that's because like with this YouTube and like media shit, man, like the good like it's good and bad parts, and like the good part is like well, at least you like at least with some from some perspectives you can just look at certain numbers and say like, oh well, you get that validation of getting like views or subscribers or whatever, but then on the back end it's like, well, you never know when somebody can, just media is so random. Somebody may take like a snippet of this shit and
Yeah,
put it up somewhere,
yeah,
and that's how this shit just like blows up out of fucking proportion. Like,
yep.
there's no real one way to do it. So like
Mm-mm.
that's a good and bad side of it, in my opinion. So I
Yeah,
never pay attention to views or any of that
yeah.
subscriber, none of that shit, man.
I was
Never.
actually that was one of the. Did you look over that little list I had of questions I was going to ask you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. Yeah, yeah.
That was one of them. Was like, did, did you have that kind of thing? Like, did you have a video and then exploded, or has it just been growing over time?
Well, to be honest, my channel is dying off because I did figure out how to look at it and find it. My channel, to be honest, my channel is dying off. But
Oh,
when it was going up, like I remember when it very first went up was because that was like the video that I did when I first learned how to use OBS, right? And I commented over some like I think The Office, and that video got like 1,000 views. Whereas like at the same point in time, it was getting like, like 20. So like that's when I know, okay, well, like, people, like to see that. Then so I kind of kept doing that. Then I started getting like, requests. So to answer your question, I remember there was one time I was I just happened to read a comment like on a video, right? And a guy said, "Oh, yeah, this guy's shitty. He won't even get to like 1,000 subscribers." But by the
oh,
time I had read it, I'd already had like 4,000.
oh.
So it's like under 1,000 when he wrote it.
Did you talk about this in a video? I swear.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I thought so. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
And it was to a point where like I remember because when I finally figured out how to use like YouTube Studio because I had no idea what this shit was,
Right,
right?
right.
I finally figured out how to use that, and then like every time I would refresh it, I would always have like plus 10 subscribers, plus 20, plus 50 every time, like literally just sitting in the bed, just like refreshing it on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
just constantly like. So it like to answer your question, it was like slow
Yeah,
and like relatively fast, especially for like for a guy, not like a girl with her tits on the front of the screen.
that's
For
all
a
you
guy,
need.
talking shit, it went up pretty fast, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
that's good, dude. And you can talk some good shit. I steal a lot of your talking point. Yeah,
Go for it, man. That's the culture, man. Go for it, do it. Just,
yeah. Yeah, but no, it's if I ever say it in a video or like in a chat or whatever, I always say like I stole that from this person. I stole that from that person. And so like I think a lot of what's one of the ones you say it's like women don't think 2 seconds in front of their nose or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Cuz they don't. They
No,
fucking don't.
no. After that, they hope. After that first 2 seconds from it, after it's just all built on, it's
Uh,
on hope that a man's gonna come fix it. Yeah.
and oh dude, yeah, don't even. No, we'll get into it. We'll go there. But yeah, the other question I had about your channel was like why you started it. Why'd you get into that?
Oh man, yeah, that's it's a good question, man. Yeah, when I first started, I was living actually in this flat in Prague, and I just over here. I'm not a club person, so I really don't like bars. I mean, I can go do it and have fun,
Yeah.
but I don't like if this up to me, like for example, like I like to smoke weed, but if nobody like I still got weed in my cabinet right now, right? That my friend gives me. And my girl, she knows it because we all met, we hang out. And every time he comes by, he gives me like he gives me some weed when he leaves, right?
Yeah.
But I don't smoke it unless other people are like already, rolling this shit up. It's been up there for months. I
Hmm.
just don't do it unless. And I'm the same way with going out to clubs. Like I don't, unless like my friend, comes over and he wants to go out, like I will never get up by myself and go to a bar. So what happened was I just ended up just sitting up alone a lot and just with all these thoughts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like since I don't speak Czech very well, you know, I want to speak to hopefully to somebody who can like fully understand, the little shit that like the little intricacies of our language that we don't even realize we say and do kind of thing. I was just telling my girl, was it 2 nights ago or last night about when I first came here? Like, I remember people would always ask me if something was paining, right? Like I hit my arm. They say, "Oh, is your arm paining?" Like, no,
Oh,
paining. We say hurting,
right.
but that I can understand how they make that mistake because it means the same shit, but we don't say my arm's paining. We say my arm's hurting. So like
I
all
gotcha.
those little things, sometimes it just works at you when when you're living abroad. So it's like, fuck, I just want to talk to somebody or I just want to speak how I want to speak without having to filter that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't got started.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay.
That was a long rant. I fucking ran all the time.
No, dude, it's all good. Like this is what I want to do. I want to get to know you more and like, show you to my group of people that come and hang out and so
For sure.
have an honest, frank discussion.
Right
So,
on.
yeah, I started mine kind of initially it was kind of like a vlog type thing where like I said, I do it like once a week and just whatever's going on in my life and all that kind of crap.
Hmm.
Do you ever watch or know of Boogie 2988? You ever heard of that guy?
Mm-mm.
He's a big YouTuber. Um,
Okay.
but he kind of did the same thing where every week at least he would just say what's going on and like, oh, this new video game's coming out or whatever.
Okay.
And
I see.
so yeah, I just started doing that, but then I started getting more into the MGTOW stuff, and then I had some shit relationships. So, you know,
Well,
don't
we've
date
all
strippers, guys. Don't date strippers. Yeah, that's a mistake. Um, but yeah, I mean that's kind of how it started. Is I was just doing the vlog thing, and then it kind of got more raw, if you will, where it was the
been.
red pill MGTOW stuff, and um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then that it was basically that one video that just kind of sparked the whole growth and
Right
everything.
on. Right on.
So
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm thinking about the stripper thing, man. Like I remember when was the first girlfriend, what I would call a girlfriend, was a stripper. But the weird part was like she chased me down. I don't know if you already heard that story. Like she ended up chasing me down, and I was scared to talk to her.
no, no,
Yeah.
tell me about this. I want to know.
Oh man, yeah. She was well, we were like, okay, at the time we weren't related. But she was my cousin's girlfriend's sister. And she ended up just being crazy about me because like when I looked at her, I immediately knew she was out of my league. So I
Yeah,
just didn't even pay her attention at that point, right? But like now, as we know in this MGTOW red pill world, like that's how you get women's attention is by not paying them attention.
yeah,
But at the time, I didn't know that, and so she just got more crazy about me because I never looked in her direction, never talked to her, never gave her anything. Just I was in my own, but I would still have fun. I'm laughing with people and all that, and I would just never talk. So she ended up hunting me down, man.
yep.
She like stalking me, hunting me down type of shit.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But when you get with a woman like with a girl like that, man, like you when it's all over, you can look back and see, how how more they'll dress up life, how more they'll, fabricate because their whole existence and living is based off of selling you a dream. So
Yep.
like the fact that you got in there much more deeper is like that opens that could open your insight on her, on like women in that world a lot more. What was your
Oh yeah.
situation?
Oh yeah. Let's see. The first one I kind of dated. It, the first two we never like made anything official. So
Mhm.
like we dated and we kind of messed around, but nothing was like a serious. Then the third one was like an official boyfriend girlfriend thing. But the
Mhm.
first one, like, yeah, she like I was in there, I was in the strip club, I was with a friend,
Mhm.
and I was like having a bad night. Like I was crabby. I was like pissy
Mhm.
and shit. But she came up to me and I had that kind of scowl thing going on and like she was like, "Oh, that like turned her on that I was
Mhm.
this like broody fucking
Yeah.
long-haired dude and like this was back when I was like fat and chubby. I had like this long ass goatee off my chin and
Mhm.
so but she was just like all about me. She's like, "Here's my number, like, you know, give me a call, like text me ASAP," kind of
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
And it just kind of fizzled out. And then I think I was 25, I dated this like 19-year-old stripper.
Mhm.
Oh boy, man, you talk about like age differences and just different mindsets. Like even at 25 to 19, I was just like, this bitch ain't gonna work. Like,
You knew immediately.
what's that?
You knew immediately. It
Yeah,
was just
yeah. She was
right.
just in a different. She's into like doing shrooms and weed and all that kind of shit and just living the stripper lifestyle. Just totally living that lifestyle. And I'm like, I don't know. I just like to hang out at home and like, you know, just we were just two different people. That's all.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
that kind of fizzled out too. She just kind of ghosted me, which was fine. I didn't lose any sleep over it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But then so the last one where it got serious was I actually was in the strip club with a female friend of mine. So she was kind of wingmanning me a little bit.
Oh yeah, that always works.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you sleep with a woman, you immediately
Yeah.
more respected
Right. Right.
at places like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, she talked me up a bit and was like, we've been friends since high school, which we were. Oh, uh-oh. Lost my cam. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Um, there we go. Okay. So she's like, "Yeah, we've been friends since high school and good guy and blah blah blah." And so she pursued me too.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, all actually now that I think about it, all the strippers pursued me.
Being an initiator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they all did. And so
yeah.
but yeah, the last stripper, man, she was fine. She's like a thicker girl, like but like no saggy, rolly. You know what I mean? Like tight skin still, really, really, really nice. And
Yeah, yeah. Those are hard to find. Yeah, where it's like they were the
yep,
thicker, but nothing's like sagging or like
eggs.
stretched out and fucked
Yes,
up.
yeah,
Like it's still like plump. It's like
yeah,
like yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Those are hard to
Like
find.
fucking no stretch marks. Like her
Yeah,
skin is like perfect. It's
yeah.
and yeah. You mentioned the whole like selling a dream kind of thing.
Yeah.
Uh, dude, and I would tell her that too. I was like, don't tell people you have a fucking boyfriend, because
Mhm.
dudes, the way we are in the back of our head, like I have a chance to take this girl home and fuck her,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And so I'm like I don't give a fuck, dude. Go ahead and tell him, make your money, because I'm gonna be the one picking you up, taking you home, and fucking you later.
Yeah. She'll be spending all the money she made on
Right?
you that night. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she's cooking me food.
yeah.
So it was fine, but she was, oh boy, that was another fucking train wreck right there. Whew. So she didn't have daddy issues, dude. She had mommy issues.
Okay.
She did not get along with her mom, like bad. And by the way she treated me, I could tell that her dad was like a pussy. Like he was just a pushover,
Yeah.
because she started talking down to me and treating me like shit, and
Hmm.
and that's why I left her, because she was just being a fucking asshole. So
Yeah.
so I had to leave. And then yeah, the way she would talk about her mom, it's like, well, you're doing those things. Like you're being your mom, and
Yeah.
you don't even get it. You don't even see it. So yeah, I had to leave.
Some of them,
I had to leave
some
that
of
one.
them, they really looking for. Some of them, like, well, especially in just from that situation, that sounds alone, man. A lot of times, like like women, like a lot of them, like they want to feel like a man. Like, okay, here, okay, okay. First off, you're in the U.S., so I mean, I've been there, so I get it, man. Like, it's not worth it. But here's the thing: like, women really want, especially when they end up this fucked up, they want a guy to just like check them, like hard. But see, when you with you being in the U.S. and with women being like that, that's a quick way to end up in jail. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like, even if you just yell at her, like that's a quick way for you to end up in jail.
Yeah.
Like,
No, and her last boyfriend was like super abusive. Like
yeah,
to the
yeah.
point where like he held a loaded gun to her fucking head and was
Mhm,
like, "I'm going to fucking kill you, bitch." Like,
mhm.
and the thing is though, it's like once I started like yelling and being like, not I never yelled, but where I was like, "You're a piece of shit," fuck off, like, when I actually like stood up for myself
Mhm,
and was like being a man, she was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm sorry, like please take me back, I'll get better," and blah blah blah,
mhm.
you know. But because before that I was nice to her, I was decent, but she wanted an abusive asshole, you
Yeah, she
know?
ain't looking for that.
No, exactly. And so as soon as I told her, like, fuck off, I hate you. Then it was like, I want you more again.
Yeah, respect. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was that. And then she tried to get me back by doing the whole fake pregnant thing, and
Mhm.
uh yeah. And all I did was ask her to prove it, show me the paperwork, and that ended that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That
that's
sounds about right.
those are my experiences with strippers. Not the best, but not. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
the first
I
two were
well, I
fine.
didn't even know the girl who I was with was. I remember we was like we was chilling, and she told me she had to tell me that she wanted to tell me something, and then she told me, but I didn't know like with that girl who I had, I didn't even know she was. I had no idea.
Yeah,
But this was after we had already got together. Then she told me, and then it's like, well, some people might know me because I dance, and then it's like, okay. And then she just flat out told me. Then it got to the point where I actually like drive her to the places to go strip,
yeah,
and yeah, you just made like you get so much more insight when it's like this is why I say like on my channel, man, you like as a man, you have to learn by getting in there and just getting dirty as fuck.
yep,
Like that's where you get all that intelligence and all that insight from. Like
yep,
sitting around trying to wait for the perfect scenario and just hear a story from me, it really is it gonna do or hear a story from me or you, that's not really gonna do it for a lot of guys. Like they gotta get in there,
yeah,
and get fucked up
yeah, yeah.
to
And
learn.
I mean, even just the stripping shit. There's a whole like, dude, the girls are fucked up to each other. The girls
No,
are fucked up on something usually.
yeah.
Um, they're half of them are fucking sleeping with the DJ or the bar guy or the door guy. Like, there's
Yeah.
drugs trading around. There's abusive boyfriends, abusive girlfriends. Like,
But there's nothing decently healthy going on
not
in that.
really, not
Pretty much
not
just
really.
expect like, and this is what guys in the world got to understand too, man. It's like it's damn near like okay, the prettier she is, the more safer you are to expect. The only thing like she's gonna surround herself by like everything the opposite of decent
Yeah,
in life. It's almost to that point. Now you'll find some unicorns here and there,
yeah,
You know, you definitely will. But for the most part, it's safe to just assume that if you want to appeal to this woman, pretty much be the opposite of of who you naturally are in life, and then that'll attract her type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta. Yeah. That's what they're used to. I mean, that's their job where they're around a lot of sleazy guys, but they keep coming back. And
But here's the thing, man.
you
Like
know,
in my opinion, man, it's not even really about okay. A lot of I think the formula of it being like like you said, like the sleazy guys is because one, like the sleazy guy. I think the sleazy guy makes the woman more relaxed, so she doesn't have to live up to something. She doesn't have to live up to because now she can just be with a dude who's like more normal, or in her perspective, like being like a piece of shit. So it's like now, now I don't have to have that pressure of actually live up to this facade. And then on top of that,
interesting.
she's competing with all the women in there for
Yeah.
social status and who she knows and all that. So and then after that, you know, get some simps that come in there and just hand them money just because they just have tits. Oh, there's no reason for her to leave. Like, what reason is there for her to leave? That's like her whole objective in life has now been met: to be desired, to get some money, and to have some male protector somewhere nearby, and that's it. She doesn't need anything else. I
Yeah.
got his female cousin, who's a beautiful girl, by the way. She literally spelled it out to us. She just borrows money from my friend, her cousin, uses him for protection, and goes find a random guy to go fuck, and she has no space for anything else. Like her whole the reason for her existence is fulfilled as a woman. Done.
Yeah.
That's all she needs, you know, for her to be entertained, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I didn't think about. Yeah, no. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's a good way of thinking about. Yeah, because they're getting their provisions. They have protection there. You know, they've got the staff and stuff watching after them. And then they get the validation. Yeah, shit. Think about it that way.
No reason to leave.
Yeah.
That's all she. And then, well, the only reason she have to leave is because she'll get older, and you know she can't keep up with the younger girls anymore. And then that's when all the "I'm a human, goddamn it." That's when all that'll start.
Yep. That's when it kicks in, man. The wall, when they hit that wall. You know, like, do you use that term much? I don't think I've heard you use that. The wall.
I don't use it much, but I mean, it's not that I don't think it does. It totally is a thing. I just don't use it much. I think that's.
Yeah, but I do know that you're in your videos. You're like, oh, they're starting to come to the realization that they're not young anymore. Yeah. There's a younger model. There's always a new 18-year-old every day that can come in, walk in, and like boot you out of your position. Yeah. And I mean, women can't see past 2 seconds in front of their nose, and they don't think about this. Like what you say, when they're winning is woman. They don't think about this, and they don't complain about the feminist shit.
They don't. Yeah, feminism is for women who can't keep up. Yeah, that's feminism is for those women. Feminism is for women who can't keep up. If she can keep up, then she don't know. She can't. She don't know how to spell feminism.
Yeah,
like you can't. Okay, like I would love to see like Victoria's Secret model be come out and be like chronically labeled a feminist, or just go not chronically labeled, but to have the characteristics of feminine. You won't like if she's winning as a woman. No, she doesn't even know how to. She doesn't care how to spell feminism.
You don't
it's
need
not
to.
even a word.
Yeah, it's not even a thing. And like in my opinion, maybe they'll say they are just for the social, you know, the clout or whatever. But deep down, it's like they don't fuck. They got it all. They got it all. What? They don't need feminism. It's
God.
Yeah. It's just,
I would say an attractive woman who claims she's a feminist is about the same thing as like as this current wave of woman who's like who's supposedly red pill and like analyzing Kevin Samuels videos and these motherfuckers and agreeing with Kevin Samuels, it's the same shit. Like in my opinion, like the fucking phonies, like they're fucking like they be, it just doesn't fit, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Like so they're doing okay. Look, yeah, they're doing it for an ulterior motive, like you said. They're doing it for the clout. They say, "Hey, look at me, I'm a cool one," type of shit. Like, no, everybody knows what you do. You ain't treating anybody, all right? Yeah. Like, if you a 9 out of 10, you talking about some equal rights and all that shit. Everybody knows you doing it just to get somebody's vote for something. That's the only reason why he's saying it.
Yeah,
it's like reject bitches on here trying to be the new wave of. But hey, look at me, I'm cool because I'm a woman and I know red pill and I agree with it. It's that same goofy shit, man.
Yep. Yeah. We a lot of content creators will they'll either call those the pick-me girls, pick-me's.
Yeah.
Or chameleons. Have you heard of that one? Chameleons?
A couple times, yeah. But I get the logic, yeah.
Right. It's the same thing where they're like, oh, I know the red pill shit. Hey guys, look at me.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm not like them.
Exactly.
That is the equivalent. Okay, also, I think that's the equivalent of guys trying to take like duck face selfies and trying to talk themselves into being friends with bitches and all this shit because they secretly think that they're gonna be the ones who figured out the code and sneak their way into like copious amounts of pussy type of thing. Like, and it's pathetic, man. Like it's pathetic.
It is, and that shit just don't work, man. Because I tried that shit all the way from 15 till 30 something.
Yeah.
And that shit didn't work. It never fucking worked.
Because I used to secretly do that too, man. I did it too. Yeah. Guys, we gotta go. A lot of guys have to go through that phase.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I cut you off, my bad.
No, that was it. It didn't matter like what girl it was or where they were from. So for example, like my very first girlfriend was Japanese. Like she was an exchange student. So this is when I was fucking 15 years old. And then I had another girlfriend when I was 20, like 21 to 26 or 20 to 25, something like that. Like a 5-year relationship. I've talked some of these guys in my chat, they've heard this story, but it's the same thing, dude. The one where the relationship I had for 5 years, like guys think that Japanese or an Eastern girl doesn't fucking shit test you or they're more submissive. No, dude, they do it. Trick.
Yeah, that's yeah. And they know that they know that it's common that you're going to think that they're going to do that too. Yeah. They know the game, man.
Yeah, and so it might they might do it like a little different way. It's hard to explain because there is a cultural difference, but at its core, it was still shit testing and trying to bitch you up. Like it's I don't know. They all do it. It doesn't matter where they're from.
Yeah. It's just their nature, man. They have to do it. But like I said, with them Asian girls, like see, because that is a scary because there's a lot of population who still doesn't understand that they like them Asian girls know that that's a stereotype for them, so they know they can pull that on you. Get that whole I'm submissive, like he's gonna think I'm submissive and all this stuff. Yeah, they know they like this whole thing with these stereotypes of bitches, man. Like the bitches, they got Instagram too. They talking with each other. They got little Facebook groups and Reddit groups and all that. They know all everything. Like look, these games that men are thinking that women don't know yet. Well, before Ukraine happened, men would go to Ukraine to find a wife and all that shit. Yeah. Them bitches knew it 5 years before you even thought about it. Right? You're not going to, the only way you can beat it is to be gangster about it.
Yeah.
And just flat out tell them this is what you're trying to do. And I know what the game is and blah, blah. That's the only way you'll just ignore it when they pull it on you. Those are the only two ways you can beat it. Them bitches know every game you got. Because you want to know why, for anybody watching this, for anybody who's watching this, you want to know why they know? Because them bitches have been getting offered dick since they was 13.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
But so by the time both y'all hit 19, this bitch has a master's degree in signaling out who wants to fuck her. All right. You ain't pulling nothing slick.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
She knows.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the thing, like Patrice O'Neill said, where you have to be 2 levels above her emotions with your logic.
Yeah.
You know? and I had to do that a lot with her. But she was smart enough, and I had that logic, and I was able to keep her there. You know, she was always looking up to me and like this motherfucker, like I can't beat him with emotion. I can't do it. And that is one of the major things that made her so attracted to me. Because I was like, she had told me about her previous boyfriend. She had like 2 boyfriends before me, and they were like weak ass beta dudes. Like when they would fuck, they couldn't have the lights on or some shit like that because they were like so scared of their own body, and just like weak dudes. Just the way she described them, they were just weak motherfuckers. And then I come along and I'm like, "What's up, bitch? Suck my dick." Take your fucking
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and she was like, when we first met, she was kind of tomboyish. Like she had a like short haircut, kind of like the bowl haircut that Japanese girls have, and then she met me and started getting serious with me, and she got super like girly, like real girly. She started like wearing more makeup and like, you know, women's clothes. She grew her hair out, like, and even her friends, all of our friends were like, "You're different. Like you've changed so much after meeting Scott." And I think that's kind of the natural thing they want to, that position they want to be in when they're with an actual dude, you know, because I don't think she'd ever really been with or experienced an actual dude. And, and so she was like, "Oh shit, this is what it's like." And damn, but she still went for the shit test. She still tried to bitch me up, dude.
Yeah. It'd come out in a little way, man. Yeah. But because the girl I had before my girl now, she just left. I guess I heard her open the door because she was cooking and she had to run out. But the girl I had before this one, she was like kind of like what you mentioned. She's on that tomboyish shit, and then when she came, here's the thing, like I found that the tomboy girls are usually like the better ones for real.
They are.
And a lot of times, because a lot of times that tomboy shit is just like a defense mechanism for the world type of thing. Because maybe she doesn't think she's pretty or something happened.
Like you said, she's been humbled. She was humbled at some point in her life. I think that was you that say that, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Something. Yeah. She had been humbled. Yeah. And after that, like every tomboy, because I remember the first tomboy girl I had. She actually ended up getting hooked on drugs. She died. She had a heroin overdose.
Oh shit!
Ago. I found out while I was living here. I was just scrolling through Facebook and seeing her mom posted like, "Oh, I lost my daughter," and you know, because she got into heroin back when I knew her. But when I met her, she was a tomboy, and I would tell everybody I was legit afraid of her for real. Like when she would come in her room, she was rough. Like,
oh boy,
and. Yeah, so my girl's on now, so I go much more into like Ron because we had a sensitive time. You know, my girl's pregnant; she's going through all these sensitive things. So
she is.
Yeah, she's like 6 months pregnant.
Oh
man.
Damn, dude!
Yeah,
well, congrats.
Hey, yeah,
little AD gonna be running around. Shit.
Yeah. But with her, because I remember how because I was always with her. I was always hooking up with her friend. But looking back, I think that she had a crush on her girlfriend, the friend who I would hook up with. There was another girl. It was me. I don't want to say her name. Listen, it started with D. Her first name started with a D. It was me, D, and then her. And looking back, I think she actually had a crush. She actually really, really liked D. But I was like fucking D, right? So one time, some shit fell apart, the girl I was with was supposed to suck my dick, but something happened. And the girl who died came down and did it. And after that, she slowly became more submissive to the point where, dude, like I was doing like when it comes to these sexual fetishes, dude, like I've already done everything.
Yeah.
Like I've done like everything that I think I would like to do at least. And I did all that with her. But you would have never thought about looking at her because she was a tomboy. She was rough. Like she looked like she could fight.
Yeah.
But when you fuck her right, all that shit,
Mm.
like because she just wants to get fucked right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all women just want to get fucked right.
Yeah.
And they'll start acting like they got some sense.
Yeah. No, it's the same thing because in the bed, like I was very dominant and fucking hair pulling and like tossing her around and shit like that,
Yeah.
And she never experienced that, and
they always come back after you do it too. They always come back and want to do they'll ask you to do it again.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah.
And I thought about this before. I'm like, I feel sorry for the next guy that wants to get with her after. I mean, I feel sorry, but he should thank me at the same time. Because I trained her pretty well, like I trained her like I call her a bitch like a lot, and I mean it too. I'm like, you're acting like a bitch, like you need to fucking stop, and you're getting worked up over something that's not a big deal, and this and that, and just using the logic over her emotion, and there were a lot of times where she was like, fuck, she'd stop and actually think and be like, yeah, like damn, like I got her to actually the wheels are turning, the cranks are turning in her head, and and hopefully she can bring that to the next guy, that whoever. But I hate to sound like stuck up, but it's just like I just think she's gonna compare the other guys to me because I was her first like real
rough fuck,
rough, manly guy that she'd ever been with. So I don't know. I haven't talked to her, but I don't care.
If I had to guess, usually if I had to guess, what I think is gonna happen is what she did go off to. Most guys just aren't gonna have the confidence to even do that with a woman. I would assume most guys wouldn't even have the confidence to go in there because you have to get over some shit in your head to actively do that. But where I was going next is I'm willing to bet she just said fuck it. She the next one of the next few guys that she came across were at least 20 years older than her. She's gonna try to get fucked by much older because she's gonna think, oh well, maybe this guy can do it. Maybe he won't care,
Yeah.
But a lot of guys just don't have it in them to because a lot of guys don't have it, and I think personally, if I had to guess, why because I used to always love, I love the ghetto gagger motherfuckers. I used to always love their shit, man. I think they do great fucking work. But to actually go out and to actually fuck a bitch like that it can be a mind fuck for a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the man, because the woman, she always she loves it. Women they watch it just as much as men watch it.
Oh yeah,
trust me.
Oh yeah.
All right, but for the man, I think the hard part, or at least for me, it was okay. How do I do that in bed? But then transition back over to not be a total fucking rapist the other 90% of the day type of shit. You know what I'm saying? How do you translate? How do you maneuver out of that shit? Because the girl, she doesn't care, Okay, I won't say she doesn't care in terms I'm not okay. That maybe a lot of that probably sounded like a little more rough than it probably should have sounded. But for me, it was okay, how do I maintain, any sense of relatively decent relationship after I fuck her like a dead dog type of thing, right? She's just fuck her like she's just a worthless carcass type of thing. How do I transfer back into just being normal again? And that was hard for me. But really? I figured it out.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think no, maybe I did. Okay. I didn't think about that because I started getting into it because like this. I had this one girl that I was with, and she was into the really like BDSM and sub dom kind of thing. She liked
Yeah.
to be like tied up and called a slut and like
Hmm.
loved getting fucked in the ass. Like it's just and but she was like really into that, and then found out that I really liked that, and
Hmm.
being a dominant guy, and really how far I could push it because um yeah, I don't know. And then yeah, stopping from what you're doing in the bed to IRL.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
Like, don't be that dude like at a Christmas party who's like, being an awkward motherfucker who's like, because I think what can happen is that because what can happen is when you do okay, when guys, any guy who's watching right now, like who's never done it, what I say is this, man, like when you do go out there and finally, just unleash whatever you want to do on the woman type of thing, right?
mhm,
What can happen is you can get addicted to it,
yeah.
and you won't know when and how to turn it off. So you then next thing you know, what was first dominant will turn into woman's mind as dependence on her submissiveness. And I think that's the big part too. That can fuck up a lot of guys, is that can end up turning into
Oh.
you, like the man ended up depending on her being submissive, which then in turn puts her in a leadership position. And no woman wants to be a leader in a relationship.
No, I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? What do you think?
I just never thought about it that way. Uh of like, okay, you're the dominant guy, but yeah, you depend on her being this certain way, and if she's not, then it like fucks you up. And then she has to kind of lead the thing, which they don't want to do. Yeah, you're right.
Because then the next step is like, okay, well, why is she being submissive when I want her? Now you're gonna be mad. Then you're gonna ask her, well, what's wrong? Are you mad? I want
Oh,
you to fuck you.
uh,
Then the next thing, she's the leader,
yeah. Ugh.
and then it just falls apart. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think that's a hard part, to work through as a man. That's another reason why I say men have a lot more to juggle, because we have to maintain leadership, but we can lose it in some of the most interesting ways.
Yeah. That's
I ramble too much. What do you think?
no,
Go.
that's great. I just never thought about it that way. So thanks. Thanks for giving that perspective about it, because I just never did. So, wow.
It's
Yeah.
that power, man. Like it's that leader with the woman, like because here, okay, because I remember the last time I felt that was I was in the brothel out here.
Mhm.
And there's this one woman, it was one girl. She does it like, well, I told you out here in Europe, man. Like you can like literally like go jack off the fucking porn and then go pull the bitch up, and you can find her in call rates to come to you type of shit
Oh
out here, right?
jeez.
Like, and it's not like $2,000 and no, like American prices for these physical calls. It's like $80, $100
Oh
for
my
these bitches,
god.
right?
Oh my
So
god.
I was in a brothel out here, and I had one who she was like real into the rough shit.
Yeah.
I'm like choking her, spitting on her face, like
Oh yeah.
going around, and I'm like choking her while she's like reaching down and jacking me off type of shit.
Oh fuck yeah.
But the thing was, like, I had low key got addicted to her, and I
Uh
remember because I had her contact information, and this was the last time that happened. The last time that happened, I caught myself, right, because I text, because we exchanged phone numbers and text. So I say, hey, you at are you at the brothel? She goes, yeah, I'm here. I'll be here at 4 or some shit like that, right?
mhm.
So I go there, and she was already with another dude. And like I caught myself like walking around waiting for her to get done with that other dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna go fuck any other woman because I caught it. You see what I'm saying? Like I
good for you.
caught my, because if the other dude had a fucked around and left and I had to went in there, I'm now following the woman. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So all that respect, it's a good thing that they took time, and I snapped out of it, and I just went to go with another woman.
Dude.
Just wash all that shit out of me. But if I had
Yeah.
gone in there on that follower shit, I would it just would have gone downhill after
Good
that.
dude, nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Nice. That's great that you caught yourself like that. And
Yeah, man.
I think most guys wouldn't wouldn't get that. They wouldn't catch that. I don't think. So yeah, nicely done, dude.
I say, man, like for any guy watching, like as soon as you start to get like an emotional urge to like lash out or get like upset, like back the fuck off. Like just leave. Like you will be with that woman, you'll be much better off like just ignore, because here's the thing, like women react on emotions, so when you don't give her emotions, that's when she's like, that's when she's now had, like you said, the hamster wheel starts turning. They gotta start thinking, and they're
Mm.
like fucked up and like, oh my god, what do I do, what did I do something wrong, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's how you stay in the lead.
Yeah.
But when you go to her talking about something, well, what can we do to fix it, what happened, what,
Ugh.
you get to asking questions, now
Yeah.
she's the leader and it's done.
No.
Yeah.
I've had to do that recently with kind of a friends with benefits, um, where I'm like, I haven't heard from her in a while, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I can feel that I'm getting this emotional stuff, and
Mhm.
but then like I'll see her again eventually, but
Mhm.
I never bring up any of this, any kind of feelings I have. And then if those do start to well up, I'm like, I gotta go think of something else, gotta go do something else, because
Mhm.
I can't let that, I can't let that control me and my emotions. You know,
Mhm.
I got to back off. And the thing is, it's like you said, I don't want to show that. I don't want to even be there. I don't even want my emotions to be there, to
Mhm.
where when I see her again, like, why don't you text more? Why don't you call more? You know,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna say that shit.
Mhm.
That is gonna dry up her pussy so fucking fast. You
Yeah.
know, and it's gonna make me feel like I'm a fucking pussy piece of shit. I'm gonna hate myself. You know, fuck that. Fuck
Yeah.
that. I control my emotions, dude. So yeah, that's, I get it, dude. I get it. You know.
Usually it only works out two ways. And watch, I forget the other way that I had in my head. But usually the only time it works out one way is a very temporary way, is if she just she's secretly kind of getting off to watching you squirm because she remembers when she squirmed like that over some guy who hurt her. So it's like kind of like revenge on that other guy to keep you around doing that. When like the guy, he's thinking like, oh well, she's still here, she's mine. Like no, like she's doing that to get back at some guy who hurt her to make herself feel better about herself.
Mm.
But
Mm.
then the only other way I think that it really works if a guy does that is if they is if the woman is like is if the woman is genuinely afraid of him, right?
Yeah.
Like something about this dude, just like when I say afraid, not like afraid he's gonna slash her tires type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking like when she's genuinely like that fear of God, that fear of God type of afraid. You know what I'm talking
Yep.
about? Like because it doesn't have to be a big person, doesn't have to be a small person, but it's just something about them just puts the fear of God in you type of thing.
Yeah.
That's the only other way I've ever seen that work.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
the whole, well, why don't you text me, call me? Yeah, huh?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that Japanese girlfriend again. Like you'd mentioned that there was always in the back of her head a feeling, and the right word is fear,
Yeah,
that I would just walk the fuck away. That
yeah,
I would just walk, like I could bounce. And
yeah,
I had told her that, I don't know, maybe two or three times in the entire relationship. That's all I had to do it. That
mm,
I would be like, yeah, I mean, I'd be sad and it would suck, but
mm,
I can just go. I can just
yeah,
bounce and I'll be fine. And so she, and this is the word, this is her word. She said, that's so strong. So she
yeah,
thought I was strong because I could just cut and go,
yeah,
and I'm done. And
mhm,
she's like, I can't do that. You know?
mhm,
And so that was another thing again why I don't. When she was with me, she was like, "This is a dude because he is in control of his emotions. He's a strong leader guy, you know."
yeah,
And I mean, if any of these guys listening are even gonna do relationships, some of them they uh they call themselves monk, like MGTOW monk.
yeah, yeah,
You heard of that? Yeah, where they're not gonna do anything with women, which I understand. I get it. That's not for
mm,
me, but I get it. But yeah, I mean, if you're ever dealing with women, they have to look at you that way. It's
Yeah.
and it's not for them specifically either, though. You got to do it for you.
Yeah. Because they'll know when you're doing it for them,
Right.
because you think some ulterior motive to get them to stay, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was another thing, was because like she could see it when she was like, when we would see each other and we were hanging out, she could see, just, it's just the way you walk and you carry yourself and you talk to other people and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's all here. You don't have to be a super big dude. You don't have to be all ripped and jacked and shit like that. If you've got that confidence and the drive, and like, I could drop you and get another woman at any fucking time.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, and I'd even say this, man, like just the fact, okay, I'd even go, a little further. I'd say if you, the notions of your character and all that says like, look, I can leave you just to sit up and play PlayStation all day.
Yes.
Like I don't even have to, like, it doesn't, like, a woman is not even like, I don't have to leave you for another woman. I can leave you for my guitar.
Oh,
like, I'm happy with it.
Yes. No. Okay. Here's another thing I told her too. Sorry. I told her that, like, because I was in a band at the time, that the band is more important. I was like,
and she would not leave you.
No,
she's not gonna leave
no.
you. Yeah.
I was like, it's like family and friends, band, then you. Like, it's
Yeah.
like,
Dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah.
The dog's my pet goldfish.
Yeah. It's
you.
that's the hard part to get through to men, is because, see, as men, like I said on my channel, like, as men, we're naturally the loving and caring ones. Like,
Yeah.
we want to show that we really love and care for the woman, and she's our entire world, and the movies tell us that the woman is our entire world and all that shit. And it's the complete fucking opposite of how you actually got to treat. Now, you can really love her for real.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like don't genuinely love her, but you got to be careful of what she sees.
Yeah, exactly.
How you let it out,
Oh yeah, no, and I loved her to death. I did. I cared for her deeply. She put up a lot of my shit. And she paid a lot of money to come fly over from Japan to here. Buying me food, buying me gifts, everything like that. Yeah, I did, but you had to have that, like, still tier system. You're here. So
yeah, because with me and my girl now, there's definitely scenarios. I mean, something just happened a few days, but there's definitely scenarios where my instinct, even now, like, my instinct is to do what she wants, to please her and all that shit. Like, it's still like, I think most men don't. As a man, like, our job is to fix shit and make sure shit is like staying afloat and all that. But like, so I think I don't think it ever truly leaves a man's mind. But I think men, we have to learn how to work with it to get the results we want, type of thing. Because even now, like, I can't remember what it was, but my first instinct was to just give her whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with a woman.
No.
You're gonna lose the respect.
Yeah. And it's not like hey, where do you want to go to eat? Well, I'm going here. And then she's like, well, what about this? No, bitch, I already said, like, it's not that kind of thing. Like, it's a deeper thing. It's not I don't even know how to fucking say it. You explain this better than I do.
I think I ramble. I don't think I make sense half the time. I just start talking and think about it later.
Oh, good shit.
But what I was gonna say, okay. Oh, like one example, right? Like, sometimes, right? So I don't leave my flat a lot, right?
Yeah.
But my girl, my girl's like my dad. Like, she has to get up and go and move and cook and do something. And she and my dad's a busybody like that. And I'm just like, no, I'm like, I get that. Like my mom was the same way. Like she could just stay in the bed all day. I don't have to go nowhere. I'm cool, right? So she would like, so I would ask, hey, can you bring some food over, right? Now, everybody can understand this. Like, if you want somebody just to bring some food, sometimes like you don't care what they bring. Just bring something to eat, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like okay, like you say okay, like if we was like, like if we was living together, right? And you said just bring home some food, I'd be like, all right, cool. And I'll just get whatever the fuck, and just bring it home, right? But like when you dealing with a woman and you tell her, like, hey, bring some food home, okay. She said, okay, well, what do you want? Now, my first reaction is to say, well, I don't care. Just pick something.
Yeah.
But I know woman doesn't like to hear that from men. Woman wants to hear a directive.
Yep.
You can go. Now, I don't give it. It could have been mushrooms and pudding. I don't give a, just bring something home that I can eat it. But now I say, okay, well, bring home exactly this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that. But you have to. Woman needs direction. She needs to be directed. Because once you lack that shit, dude, like it's just a matter of time. Once you count this whole, well, I don't know what I want. Well, wait, can you make the decision? Wait, no, that's for disaster. Once you hit,
nope. It's, dude, exactly. And in that relationship, I never was like, I don't know, whatever. No, it was always like, I want this, even though I didn't give a shit. I was just like, yeah, just pick up whatever. Yeah. No, and she would have gone to the ends of the fucking earth to get it.
Yeah.
if I wanted. Yeah.
Like with my girl right now, I know for a fact she would, because I lived like a couple. She would carry a bowl of soup in the snow without a lid on it. If I asked her to do it, I wouldn't put it past her to do it.
Didn't you have a story recently where she was waiting or something like that, or you were waiting at like a train thing, or was a friend?
When I was looking for a magic.
That was right? It. Yeah. She was like standing out in the cold waiting for this guy. Some shit.
Well, she stood out. She was. She was waiting on this girl because she was selling a magic mouse. Because I really want a magic mouse because I think it's just easier to to do this whole YouTube thing with the mouse. Yeah. This trackpad. So it was cold. It was like middle of winter, right? And I think this is she was like probably about 3-4 months pregnant, maybe at this time. I'm pretty sure she was pregnant at this time, and it was cold as fuck. And she was waiting outside at the tram stop, waiting for the girl to come up, with the magic mouse to sell it to her. She's supposed to be there at like 6:15, right? Maybe let's just say 6:15. Okay. And I said, well, okay, well, since you already on that part of town, you just go out there and just I'll give you the money later. Just go wait for it and buy it, right? And she's waiting, and I'm like walking around this warm mall, waiting to hear back. And my girl calls. She goes, she's still not here yet, and it's like 6:40, right? It's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes late, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like that. So I said, so I would have told her to leave like immediately, right? But I've been coaching her on bitches, on how bitches are, right? So since she's learned a lot,
yeah,
right. So if she had already known, I said, okay, yeah, just fucking leave, just come on. Yeah. But I told her to wait like 10 more minutes.
Yeah,
right. And I told her later why I told her that, to watch just how women are in the world. If they like watch how they are and watch how they'll do you.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like she could have called and texted. That bitch knew she had a magic mouse in her purse to come sell my girl. Yeah. She knew it. Why? How come she couldn't call? Because she cute. That's why. You know what I'm saying? So she stood there for like 10 more minutes. I said, okay, well, come on, leave. And as soon as I told her to leave, she got a text from the girl saying, oh, I'm like 2 minutes away. I said, no, fuck her. Block her, delete her, cut it off right there. She's done.
Fuck yeah.
And my girl had that sunk cost fallacy. It's like, so I did that to train her on that sunk cost fallacy that men go through, right? Because as men, we all go through it. We put in all this effort for this woman. We all put all this effort, time, emotion, money, just to hold out and wait to see if the person's actually going to be decent.
Yep.
In the long run, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I did. That was the lesson I had for her. But the ending of the lesson was to teach her how to cut it the fuck off.
Yeah.
She's dead to you. Immediately, she's dead to you. But
Yep.
she wanted to stay out in the cold. She was waiting 30, 45 minutes in the cold. She still wanted to stay. I said, no, leave.
Yeah.
Leave. Learn how to cut her to, she's dead to you forever. She doesn't exist. I don't fuck her.
Yeah.
But I've taught my girl a lot, man. I've taught her a lot. She's learned a lot about women's nature and shit that she even tried to do.
Yep.
We talked about it. She said that she tried to pull some games and they just didn't work. You know?
Yeah. Good. Fucking learn from and I think that's where a lot of resentment for guys comes from. It's like you just have to show up. I think you say this, like, show up and take a bath and not be fat. Yeah. As the woman, like, and you are automatically on the level of a doctor or a fucking lawyer just because you're young, you're cute, you took a bath, like, that's it. That's all you have to do to be as good as me, bitch.
Yeah.
What?
Barely got a smile.
Yeah.
Just exist.
Just stand there and smell pretty and look pretty. Like that. That's it. Fuck you. I've been working at this for 20 fucking years, or whatever. Like, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, and that's it. Really, bitch.
On top of that, you got to go approach as a man.
Yeah.
You got to go approach. You got to create conversation. You got to initiate. You got to be funny, but not too funny. You got to be arrogant, but not too arrogant.
Right.
You got to be all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking joke, man. Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I think that's where a lot of resentment comes from, and like why some guys want to do the monk thing, and they're just like, I don't even want to deal with any of this shit. Fuck this.
Yeah.
I get it. So, man, wow, we've been going for hour 15 almost. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I got another couple questions if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, do you watch any other content creators? And
I used to watch Donovan Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch a bit of his stuff, which I thought was really good. I used to watch Better Bachelor.
I still watch him.
Okay.
Yeah, Joker.
Yeah.
He's cool.
But after I started my channel, I very rarely. I just seen where Tom Likas had kind of come. I don't know if you know Tom Likas.
Oh, dude, he was one of the guys that first started me into this whole MGTOW red pill shit, talking about women's nature, and I actually made a video about it. I called it Red Pill Recollections, Volume 1. And it was about Tom Likas. The next one I want to do is about Patrice O'Neill. And but yeah, I know Tom. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. I cut you off there.
Oh no, you're good, man. Yes, he I just seen where he randomly popped up, and he came back. And he was like telling a story about, his 4 divorce, little stories, and his time in California, and how his time is, his time pretty much came and passed because now it's YouTube and everybody can just do it. Back then, when he was doing it was just all radio.
Yeah.
We didn't have YouTube. As far as I know, YouTube wasn't a big thing back in like late 90s, 2000s.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think
he lost a bunch of weight. He lost like 60 pounds.
Yeah. But it's so funny because he does his own like podcast now, I think. But I mean, he still talks about it, about how women are, and their nature and everything like that, and hearing about that too, and then kind of like watching what happened with my parents, that also, it all started kind of getting me into the nature of things. And
what happened? I mean, if you feel comfortable talking about it, I don't know if you feel
no, just my parents, they just got married too young. They got married at like 19 or something like that. And I just they probably got married too quickly. They didn't really know each other that well. And, the older me and my brother got, just the more they drifted apart. And, so is that one reason maybe I never got married? Maybe. It could be. But I mean, even as a younger guy, before that started happening, I didn't. I never really had any want or desire to get married. You know, and I didn't even really want to have girlfriends. I just wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's. I just wanted to like fuck girls and like just all right, go away. Like let's fuck and then all right, you go away now.
Yeah.
That was always kind of there because that was me being honest and this is what I want. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But your parents tell you, oh no, you got to be nice to girls and you got to be chivalrous and all that horse shit. God
Yeah.
damn it. You know, the school's teaching it, the media's teaching it, your parents are teaching this blue pill shit, this beta shit, and I thought that's what I had to do. I was like, okay, this is just the process.
Yeah.
This is how it is. And then, you know, you get older and you see all the bitches getting with the bad boys and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff and yeah, and then when you really kind of see the nature of women and you know, I mean, and again, some of them can think through these things and I don't want to call them unicorns, but they can not cheat or not try and like drift away or whatever, but it's so hard to find and I think most bitches aren't worth, especially American women. American women are really bad.
Yeah. And there's no secret in the world too, man.
Yeah.
Like the world knows it is no secret, man. Like women will tell you, like if you were to come over here, it wouldn't. If you were to come over here and ask Czech women about American women, like they'll tell you, dude. Like America is just fucked up, man.
Yeah. And like Patrice said, that to women outside of the US, like we're like supermen
Yeah.
for them. And
Yeah.
then we come back here on the planet Krypton and like I'm Superman, but they don't see it. They don't think we're Superman. They think we're Clark Kent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it like they just don't realize how good they have it here. They're so entitled and
Yeah.
you know
And like because some American some of my American guys, you know, friends and people I know back there, that like they'll ask me like where, you know, what, or I even get the question asked in my live stream, like where would I recommend them to go first? And like I would say I would definitely recommend probably, you know, Germany to go first. But I haven't been at a whole lot of places either. I've
Yeah.
been a decent little amount. But because here's the thing. I remember when I first went to Argentina, right? And my whole like I just had no idea what was going on with the money translations, you know. I just couldn't keep track of the shit, right? But what I did find is this, man, like you would think when you go to a country that okay, so this is more specifically for everybody who's watching who's from the US, right? Because it's just the mentality there. Because we just don't, there's a lot of little things if you never been, you know, travel somewhere you just don't know. At least I didn't know, right? So I would assume before I left Ohio, I would assume if I went to a country where the average wage is lower than mine, then the price of everything would like gradually go down to equal their average, you know, wage. Whereas it did, you know, if anything, it gets worse.
Ooh.
The price for like clothing or like electronics, shit like that, you're gonna pay more for it.
Dude.
Now, food is usually now like grocery stores are usually they usually pretty much go along with that. If you want to go buy food from a grocery store, it's usually right along the average wage of the country. A lot of times, maybe a little more, a little less. But when you try to buy like, you know, clothing, electronics, you know, hobby shit, you're gonna spend, you're gonna spend probably more for it when you leave.
Yeah, it was that way in Japan, and I don't know how it is now because I haven't been there in a while. But like, you're right, dude. Electronics, oh my god, they were so expensive over there.
Yeah,
And like the companies would be using fucking computers that are old as shit, you know. And you think of Japan as being like this high tech, you know, futuristic country or whatever. It's like, no, dude, they're still using fax machines.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, they were. And in fact, the girlfriend I was with at the time, when she would come to the US, she's like, I'm buying all these parts here. And then I'm taking them back to Japan because, like, if she was to buy them and then like try and ship them over there, oh, dude, so expensive.
Oh yeah.
And then, or she'd be like, hey, can you? I'll give you some money. Can you buy me this computer board and ship it to me? Because it's just,
it'd be cheaper. Yeah,
it would be,
you
yeah,
just find it. Yeah.
it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. You know, because you go to Tokyo and it's like, whoa, all these like crazy devices and you know all this cool shit, super cool shit. But it's like no one's buying that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's expensive, and food was, and like if you wanted any kind of red meat over there, oh Jesus, you were paying out the ass. You were paying out the ass for a steak, burger
Yeah.
meat. You know, it was tough. It was tough, but anyway, so yeah, that was actually kind of leading into one of my other questions that said you're in Eastern Europe now, Prague.
I'll call it Eastern Europe, but they'll fuck around and get mad at you for that. It's Central Europe.
Oh,
It's
Central.
Europe. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What you're in Prague right now?
Yeah. Prague. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I would show the people the view from my flat, but I hope my internet holds up. Fuck, we gonna try it.
yeah, you can always jump back in. Oh, I think
it's still smooth.
There, you're frozen, but I can hear you.
Still see me?
Nope. Oh, it's jumpy, but yeah, we can see it.
Hello.
There you go.
Oh. Can you see me? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm in Prague. This is the view. It's still daylight because it's daylight savings time. So all of that is Prague.
Wow.
Down there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because usually it's dark when I start live streaming, but we started a little earlier this time.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. So where else have you lived?
Well, this really just here. I would say really just here. Huh. I'm gonna try to plug in the Ethernet cable. So if I lose you again, I should pop right back in. All right.
Okay.
All right. So looks like everything's still good. Yeah, because I still see you moving.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just you're not as clear as you were. You're kind of fuzzy, and I can hear you, but I don't think it switched to the Ethernet.
Okay, it should switch over here to. Let me check my speed test to make sure. Let's go. Because I'm at like 800 download.
Oh, okay.
Wait for the upload now, because the upload is the one that's fucked up. That's what I got. That's what I'm paying the extra, money for is the upload. Yeah, some uploads at 47. Am I clear now?
Mm-mm. And you're like,
I'm still fucked.
Yeah, and you're like lagging. So
damn, yeah, because my upload is saying 48.
Huh.
So okay, well, so you can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, really, man. I've only lived in Ohio. I guess you could say Atlanta.
Didn't you live in Kiev for a while?
I went to Kiev, yeah, when I got deported from Czech Republic.
Oh, that's right.
I was out in Kiev about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, okay. Because I was still watching you when you were there. So
yeah, that was. Even though I talk shit about Ukraine on my channel now because this whole situation, but Ukraine was cool. Like I was really wanting to go back for real. I was always using Ukraine as like a place where I could just go to hide out, because believe it or not, man, there's a lot of people there who are just hiding out in Ukraine. A lot of people go there just to hide out. There's so much. What I told my dad, I was like if you know anybody who does this international shit, they all are gonna have some type of contact in Ukraine, because that's a place you can just go and just hide out and relatively kind of disappear or something. Because people have, I met people with all types of tax problems, all types of shit, man.
Oh shit.
Like all types of issues. They were coming. A lot of, of course, there was some coming from Russia. There's some from France, from Italy, from the U.S., from Canada, and it was all there to like run away, because I was there because I got deported from Czech Republic.
Right.
So same thing, yeah.
Running away.
Because you can go there and just disappear, hide off the map for a while. Yeah. I talk shit about Ukraine, but I was keeping it as a good backup plan because the cost of living, even though they try to, fuck you over because you're a tourist, it's still not, expensive by what we would call expensive.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to go there now though.
No, no.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's going on? But fuck, dude. So,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you do outside of the YouTube channel? Like, what are your hobbies?
Well, I just got back into PC gaming.
Hmm. Nice.
Uh, I'm still trying to remember all the areas where, like, because I haven't. I mean, because I had a degree in network engineering, but I was into computers a bit
Hmm.
years ago, but I just forgot so much, man. You know how that shit goes, man. Did you ever do the university thing or anything like that?
I did. I did community college for a little while, and it was for computer networking, actually.
Okay. No.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I lost interest in that, and yeah. I looking at it now, I probably should have stayed with it, because like, I mean, I'd be making so much more money right now. That's for fucking sure.
Mhm.
Um, but and that community college, most colleges and like universities in the US like
Yeah.
recognized and would accept their credits. So
Mhm.
I should have stuck with it, but I don't know. I didn't. But yeah, I went to college for a little while. So
Yeah, yeah. That I started at community college. I went to Sinclair. It was cool, man. I had a
mhm.
lot of good friends out there. I got 2 degrees out of. I ended up finishing twice out of there. Really, like the whole, and I did biotech first, man. The only reason I did that shit was just like was just to do something that it was really, honestly, to be honest with you, it was a suicide mission. I didn't think I would ever actually complete it because it was so difficult. And I
Yeah,
actually like I just got lucky and just kind of went on. Yeah, but it was a suicide. That was a suicide mission that worked out.
shit.
But no, yeah. What do I do? I just, man, play PC games. Do this while I do this channel, my channel.
Yeah, you stream a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And believe it or not, man, I find it like it can be exhausting too,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you agree?
I I don't understand how some of these, like, some of the guys that are hanging out in my chat, like, they do these little shorts, is what YouTube has now or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're going through and like looking at TikTok videos and like all these articles and shit like that. I'm like, I don't got the time for that, man.
Dude, I watched this game streamer called Ryucar. I think he has a great channel, but I fucking swear to God, this guy has at least a twin. Because that dude is streaming he's either streaming or playing a new game that just came out. He's
Jesus.
like, I don't know how he does it. He does it all. Dude, and I think he
Yeah.
has a band or something like that too. There is no way he could be doing that on his own.
Yeah.
Like he has to have triplets or something, like quadruplets or some shit.
Dude,
And they all
yeah, I don't get it. Like, where do you find the time for this shit? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
It's because you would think it wouldn't be exhausting because really you just turn the camera on and just go. Well, I
yeah,
do. I just turn the camera on and just go. But even then, man, like it could wear you down for sure.
yeah, dude. And like I said, where these guys are like looking up articles and watching these fucking stupid I call them like tick thoughts,
Yeah.
tick thought videos, and like
Yeah.
I can't listen to these fucking women talk for more than 5 minutes till I'm just like, God, get it, shut the fuck up, get out of my face. I just can't. And then I got to sit there and like edit it and upload it, so I got to listen to it again. Like, fuck that shit, dude. I just Nope, that's not for me. That is not my thing. God damn. So
What
hey,
about you? What you do for you? Because you say you had a band
yeah,
years ago.
yeah, I had a band years ago. I had one like as the pandemic thing was starting.
Okay.
Um, I was in one, but that happened. But then the singer, he had to move like across the country, like to Massachusetts. So like
Okay.
literally all the way across the country.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, we don't, the pandemic thing's happening. We don't want to find another singer now. And so that just kind of fizzled and fell apart. But yeah, I haven't played. I'm a drummer. I've been playing since I was like 15, but I haven't played the last few years because of this whole lockdown shit. You know, um, so that
Man,
sucks. But
drummers have my respect. Like because I play like a few little bands, man. But like drummers, I could never be a drummer. I used to try. I just can't do the hand and foot coordination is just too much.
yeah,
You are
it's
like you on a different wavelength mentally. For that. Seriously, like
thank
that's
you,
a
thank you.
whole different mental. For everybody watching, if you don't play instruments, like drummers are very underappreciated.
Yes,
It's I think like by like band standards, like because you always know the guitarist and the lead singer, but drum like if the drummer fucks up,
yeah,
everybody's off,
yep.
right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the lead like. Because like the guitarist can fuck up, the bass player he can fuck up, and you can still kind of you just figure it out and get by. But when the drummer that's it. You can't rhythm ain't gonna get you out of
Yep.
that shit.
It
Like, rhythm-
throws the whole thing off. And I have fucked up a few
oh, I'm
times.
sure you have to.
you
But you
know,
got my respect, man,
thank you.
for sure.
Thanks,
You got
man.
my respect for that.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I would be doing that if, but and everything's like open back up now. Like you don't have to have a mask or there's very few places that are still like, oh, we want your vaccination status thing.
Okay.
Very, very few. But I don't know. I'm also very picky with who I would want to play with,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
style and the genre stuff like that. So, and I just haven't found anything that really catches me. So, and I'm not gonna play in a fucking band that I'm not having a good time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's not what it's about. So, other than that, like, I'll play some computer games. Um, I would play consoles more, and I have them. I don't know if you can see them. No, you can't really see them, but I have a desk over. I don't know if you can see it. There's the Super Nintendo, there's a
Okay.
PlayStation 2, and there's a GameCube right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I like the older kind of games and older consoles and stuff like that. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't, I'm not, I don't have a PS5 or whatever the new Xbox is. I don't have that shit. So
Yeah. Neither. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not really my thing. And then like I lift weights in the morning before I go to work. That's kind of, I don't know, that's my day. I go to bed early. I'm such an old man.
Yeah. I'm pretty much there too, man. I'm trying to fight it, but
Yeah,
I don't go out. Well, I already don't go out to clubs or bars or anything. I just stay in all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'll go out on the weekends. I do a stream with my buddy Ike every weekend, and we usually go out after that and get drunk and talk shit and just hang out. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I don't know. And then I do the stream thing once in a while. Kind of a boring guy, really.
Oh man, no, I say just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah. So I don't know if you no, I think you said you did read through this, but I had one here. It said story about we'll call her M.
Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, my bad.
It's all right.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
And okay, so this is what happened. All right. So I met this girl, her at work,
Okay.
and she is exactly 12 years younger than I am. So
Okay.
I'm 38 now, so she's 26. Yeah, she would have just
Okay.
turned 26.
Okay.
So we got to know each other, and I was her supervisor, but we didn't do anything until like I had left. Like it didn't start. We didn't start seriously hanging out until I had left that job, and she was still
Okay.
there. So anyway, we started hanging out. I was her. I was her first. I broke her in.
Like, it was everything.
What do you mean everything?
broke her in to like to what, like virginity
Yeah.
or
So yeah, she was a virgin. Yeah.
okay.
Um, and you know, we had been messing around for a while. It was never super serious. Like we never had a boyfriend girlfriend relationship kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, and eventually I got tired of her, sick of her, and I broke it off.
Hmm.
And so when we were together, she was very feminine. She's very girly girl, right?
Hmm.
Now a little bit. I've been kind of scoping her Insta. I've been kind of just seeing where she's at, what she's doing.
Hmm.
Now she has cut her hair short to like a boy haircut, and
Okay.
in her Instagram, her thing, she puts her pronouns as
Oh, okay.
he them or he they.
Hmm.
And so I wanted to get your opinion on what you think is going on after being with a dude like me, like a masculine guy,
Hmm.
and she was super femmy, super girl, definitely a girl, like
Hmm.
really girly, like dressing up, and she was like starting to put makeup on, like she'd never worn makeup.
Yeah.
Um, but now she's like dressing more in like boy clothes, cut her hair, saying I'm a they he. you know, what do you think? I mean, that's a little information. It's not a lot to go off of, but what do
Yeah.
you think is going on there?
Well, my opinion would be okay. You never really know how people handle and take and how they grow from breakups, right?
Right, right.
You never it's one of those things you can never really,
Yeah.
especially with women, you can never really tell. Like you never really know the full reason of how they handled it, how they took it, what they were thinking the whole time, what led up to it, or or just how it, or when it actually happened, how they handled it, how they handled it, the shock of it happening in combination of what they were thinking up to it. Um, with the information given, I would say that okay, one, there's a good chance that the hair cutting is usually a sign of one or two things, either like what I would say, like self mutilation
Mm,
in a form,
mm-hmm.
or like a way of cleansing herself.
Mm,
Something that happened.
mm-hmm.
From my experiences, when people go that route of just like especially with women, when when they shave their hair all off and all that, it's usually like a way of like trying to rebirth herself, or it's like self mutilation because she's really mad about something else that happened, right?
Interesting.
But also the fact that, now here's the hard part, the fact that she was, in her early, or about, she was in her early to mid 20s, right?
Yeah,
Early,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So the fact that she was in that age group, you really also have to entertain the fact that there was probably one or two other guys that she was keeping along at the same time that you
What?
just probably had no idea about.
Yeah, which is fine. I
Yeah.
didn't care.
So
And
with
I
that,
told
is
her
no
that.
telling what went on with them too in that period.
Yeah.
Maybe they went. It's there's a whole lot that could have happened. So it's impossible to say like any one rate for any one opinion from you. What do you think? Go for it.
Yeah. I I don't know, and if she had other guys, fine.
Hmm.
Um, but she's diagnosed with Asperger's, so she's like autistic. She's partly autistic.
Okay.
And so it's actually hard for her to like interact with people.
Hmm.
Uh, generally, I mean, usually she's fine, but like I was we were attracted to each other because I'm a very direct person,
Hmm.
and for her, when people are sarcastic or do like making jokes, she just doesn't get it. It just doesn't register, and it's not because she's stupid. It's just her brain just she can't process it the way people normally can.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's that. And after I broke it off, she did make like an Instagram post about how she's done with men. Um, and so if she had other guys, then maybe she was like, yeah, fuck you too. I don't know. I really doubt it. I'm not saying that that she couldn't have or she didn't. I don't know. But she was pretty
She
emotionally
was hurt.
attached to me.
Yeah, she was hurt.
Yeah, she was really hurt, and she also spends a lot of time on, like, the Twitter and the Tumblr or whatever, where a lot of lefties hang out. Where a lot of these kind of, and on Twitch too. What's it with all the T's? Like,
Yeah.
Twitch, Tumblr, Twitter. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if that helped influence her to that too, but I'm wondering if she's also maybe trying to, like, compensate, since there's no, like, close male figure in her life. She has her dad, which is he's a dude. I've met her dad, and he's a cool guy, but she lives by herself now, so she's not with her father. She's not living with her father, and she doesn't socialize much, except online.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, do you think that maybe that could be it? She's trying to, like, compensate.
And you said she's living alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is because, okay, this is when I want to touch on this earlier. Like, you will not find a woman on earth who, you could hook every woman up to a lie detector test and ask her if she feels comfortable walking into her dark home alone.
Mm-hmm.
If she feels comfortable walking down the street alone in the dark. No, women, they biologically just hate that shit, dude. And the fact that she's living alone, that she chopped off her hair. Now with that information, I'm leaning more towards, like, kind of maybe trying to overcompensate for being like that, like what we touched on earlier with the tomboy shit.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, it's a defense mechanism to the world type of shit, to show the world I'm tough kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
the whole living alone, like, women, they try to put this whole show on because they know men like to hear and see that, of how people can make it on their own and all that.
Right.
Women hate that shit, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking hate it. They hate it.
Yeah.
That's that's like the last resort for a woman. First resort for a man is first thing. The men,
Yeah.
women, they hate that shit. Hate it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I remember my girl. She may not hate me, but she'll be mad. I told the story. My girl right now, right? We'll be doing, it'd be like late at night, right? And it'd be dark, and I go, ooh, and she's serious. She's like, don't stay there, because you're gonna scare me. Walk into the dark. When she's here, like, she has to lock the bathroom doors and she locks herself in all.
Yep. Yeah.
Hate that shit. They hate being alone, like, because the woman is not a protector of her own, of herself.
Right.
She can protect herself, man. So for that girl, that's now the more I'm thinking about it, that's what I'd say with the information given.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
But at this point, it wouldn't even be worth going back to talk to her, unless you just really like her.
No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I was creeping on her a little bit, but it's just like, oh boy, and like, all right, click out of there. Jesus Christ, but
I'd say you will, with that social media shit, like, because I remember I came across my ex-wife's her email was still logged into my computer, man.
Oh shit.
But I like it's a saying I got from, because we've all done it. We've all went back and looked at, an ex's social media or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's a saying from Minority Report. I just watched Minority Report with my girl, and it's a saying from there. She said, if you go digging, all you get is dirty. You never gonna feel good about it when it's over.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's never a positive ending
Nope.
when you know.
Nope. And yeah, it's and there's a part of me that I do feel bad for like ending it, but at the same time, it's like, why should I? And I didn't want to be around her. Like I didn't want to hang out even. I didn't even want to be friends. You know, and she was still like super attached to me, and I was like, uh, you know, it's. I think it's just because I've been there where I've been attached to a girl, and you know, she's losing interest in it, and it's just like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
back before you knew better.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, man. We've
but
all been there
yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
so
Because I think it's that thing, man. Like whoever, like, okay, this is something that media doesn't talk about much either, man. It's like, and even with, okay, even the women go through that too when they got to break up with a dude because they just don't like him anymore, whatever. Like they go like they go through that. It's just, I think it's a natural thing, you know.
yeah,
You don't want to have, like, the most difficult thing is to have to tell somebody like they're not likable, you know, to their face,
yeah,
or, you know, correctly. Like that's the most difficult. And I think there was even like studies
Elections
done
are
where,
not
like,
held
people,
just
like
for
when pushed to it, people would rather choose to just like literally like they would choose to just be raped by the person than to have to tell them like I don't like you.
ooh,
Like it's fucked up. Yeah.
ooh,
Like it's a very, that's like, I think public speaking is always like number is at the top of the list, and that like not far from that is having to genuinely tell somebody like you just don't like them.
yeah,
Like that's a very hard thing, and it's a hard for men. But to see women get by with a little better for many reasons, you know, because you know they're better at faking and acting like they're happy at a club or party, or some guy will just approach them and give her shit, you know, whatever. She'll always, all she gotta do is throw on a fake smile and you automatically think that she's fine, right?
yeah,
But they go through it too. They totally do. They feel bad about it.
yeah, yeah. No, it does suck. It does, but yeah.
No,
So
both sides are hurt every time with
yeah,
that.
yeah. So I wanted your opinion on that one, like because I think that was something that you haven't really talked about before.
Mhm.
So yeah, I wanted to get your what you think was going on.
So like, okay, so perfect. Okay, a slightly example. I got a friend of mine, the old friends of benefits I got, who lives about 2 hours away.
Uh huh.
Now she's gotten fat. She was thicker, but now she just got fat. I
That
just don't fuck her.
that stripper girl, that you know, the thick one I told you about. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's fucking fat now too.
yeah.
She blew up. Yeah,
And here's the
but
thing,
anyway,
like when I was like 20, 21, 22,
yeah,
I could not understand how guys could. Seriously, because I mean, when you're talking, everybody can talk shit out in the world, but like personally, I could not understand when I was like 20 how guys would have a girlfriend and the girlfriend would gain a bunch of weight and then they wouldn't want to touch her anymore.
yeah,
And the woman would come out and be mad about it and all that. He says, I gotta lose weight or he want to have sex with me. And I was like, I could never understand it until like it visibly happened to me, like when I was older. Like, and with her,
mm-hmm.
like, and here, but here's the thing, she's fat. And she'll go out and get other women who are doing like the every time I'll probably talk to her tonight. We usually talk about probably like every Sunday, maybe every Sunday, every other Sunday, we usually call each other.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll always have a new story, some other girl. She'll send me pictures of a new girl who she wants to introduce to me or one of my friends in Prague or something like that.
Damn.
And the most wildest stories, but I don't fuck her. And I stop fucking her because she got fat.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. She'll tell me, like, I know I'm fat and all that stuff. But even then, like as brutal and as open as I am talking about shit, I don't want to tell her that she's fat.
yeah, yeah.
Like, because as brutal and as open as I am for the world to see on YouTube, I'm still like that on a personal level with her. I don't want to like have to look her in her eye and tell like, yeah, like you fat. I just don't want to have to tell her that.
Yeah, and
She's picked up on it, but
yeah, I think it goes back to what you said earlier about like, you know, us as guys, like we do want to take care of women and kids. Like we do want to be the provider and nurturer and shit like that. you know, and it seems like that's what's happening here. It's
But
like,
yeah, ultimately, like we don't. Ultimately, like we really like. Here's the thing, and this is what I was telling my girl. Here's ultimately speaking in the world. If it were because we were watching a rap video, and she goes, "Ugh, how come they always got to call women bitches and sluts?" I said because he has to, because that's the only way your vagina is still possibly gonna work later.
yep.
Because if he was too nice, your vagina is shut off. And
Oh
she
yeah.
goes, "Yeah, that's true, right?"
Yeah.
But I told her, I said, look, here's the reality. If every man on earth can agree about this shit, every man would agree. And I very rarely say this, but every man can agree, right? If it was up to men, we would love to just be nice and get pussy for being nice.
Oh yeah.
We would love that shit, dude. Like that would be like our heaven. That is the heaven for men. Is it like as far as getting pussy? Like if I go, hi, how's it going? Hey, I think you look cool. How you like, you like barbecue ribs or something? I don't know. If just being nice could get you pussy, every man would want that shit.
Yeah.
Every man wants that.
Yeah.
The bitches don't want it. They don't want to be treated nice. So we
Mm-mm.
gotta accommodate for them.
God damn it. God damn it. See, you know what? And when you just said we have to accommodate for them,
Yeah.
or accommodate to them, there's something in my gut that just have to accommodate for them. I just
Yeah.
there's just a right in here, or just that makes me sick. Have to accommodate for them. Fuck no. Fuck it. God damn it. Hey, one of the guys in the chat, Riggs Jr., he says, Austria, just tell her you're not into fornicating farm animals.
Farm animals.
Oh, good. Can you see the chat? Or, like, can you?
No, I can't see it.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I can see it on my. Huh?
You'd have to, like, do it on your phone or, yeah, somewhere else. If you read the chat, just make sure you mute your
Right
audio.
here. Okay, I got it. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
mute the audio, yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah. Here we are.
So I was going to throw the StreamYard link in here if someone wanted to come chat for just a minute. I mean, we're coming up on 2 hours. If you need to go, I totally understand.
Oh no, you good, man.
Okay.
What's going on?
I was
trying to catch up on the comments, but no, I'm good for whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll throw the. All right, guys. Here is the link. Here's the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to jump in and ask AD any questions, tell any stories, anecdotes, limericks, anything like that. But yeah, it's and I don't know. I mean, is that bad? Is that an asshole thing to do? Where I'm like, I don't want to accommodate for bitches. I don't want to accommodate them. I work on my time. Is that bad?
Okay. No, it's not bad. But here's the thing with in my opinion with all that shit of like what guys really want. The guy's never wrong, but I think where guys go wrong is they go to the wrong venues looking for it. Like like for example, like when it comes to women, like 90% of my time when I deal with women, like I would much rather just go buy a prostitute, especially here in Europe. And here in Europe for $70, you get like some beautiful shit especially compared to America.
Yeah.
Like here's the like I don't like to talk to women. I fucking hate talking to women.
Yes.
I hate it.
Yes.
I fucking hate it, dude. Like I would much rather just be able to just go in a room, pick the one I want, fuck her, and then just walk out. I don't have to sit up and cuddle the bitch, talk. No.
Yeah.
I don't like talking. I don't like talking.
So
no, I don't think no, you ain't wrong.
Dude, and that's what I want to do too. Like if I'm at a bar or something like that, and that's how if I approach a woman, that's how I do it. I'm just like, hey, I think you're attractive. I'd like to get your number. Mm-hmm. That's like all I do.
No, okay, but I'll be real with you. What you really want to do is say, what you really want to do is just fuck her right there, just because of her the way her ass in the jeans. Yes. That's what you really want to do. But we can't do that.
No.
That'd be like brutal fucking rape shit.
Right. No, you're right. It's exactly what I'd want to do.
So now it's like, oh well, you got to do this form of what's your name? Like, and I fucking hate that shit. That's why I'd rather just go. I'm out here in Prague. I'd rather just go to the brothel.
Yeah.
We already know. They know what it is. I know what it is. We don't got to do all that. So, in case for anybody who's watching, maybe somebody who's watching may not be into the prostitution and shit. I get it. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But when you go to a brothel here in Prague, dude, it's like you go into this to this building, and it's like just rooms. This door set up, and then the girls just stand outside in the door, and they just and you just ask, she's free. She goes, oh yeah, I'm free, and then you just walk in. She'll ask for the money, and you take a shower, and you just fuck her, and then you just leave.
Yeah.
You don't have any of that.
God, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
You go to the club. Well, guess what? Now you gotta talk to the dumb bitch. She's probably fucking stupid as fuck. Yes. And you gotta act like you're interested. And about some guys, you buying drinks for the dumb bitch, and then you just spend $200 before you know it, from the entry fees, the drinks, the food. They done wasted 2 hours talking to the dingbat bitch who's dumb as fuck, who can't keep a conversation going. They done lost all this time and money, and then the bitch can still go, I think I have my friends to call me. I gotta go. And that's it. Like, you just done.
Yeah. Fuck. See, yeah, it's just skip all that shit. Fuck all that shit, dude. Yeah. God damn it. No, it's no talking. Just let's just get to it. I
got lucky with my girl. I met her. I got lucky with my girl. I got lucky with her.
How so?
Well, because she was well, okay. At first I didn't think I remember our first date. I didn't think she liked me.
Yeah.
And then we had drank some red wine. And so I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just pull it right here. And if she goes for it, she goes, she does. I said, so I leaned over, I said, kiss me. And she goes, oh, I've been waiting for you to ask me that for like the last hour. And then I got lucky with her, and it worked out,
Right.
But if it wasn't, dealing with just, oh my God. Well, okay, and as I think somebody said, like, because of my skin color, I could pull that. Yeah, and I will agree with you on that. Whoever said that in the comments. Over here in Europe, I can get away with a little bit over here because of that, because I'm just like the severe minority. So when you become like the severe minority, it's like, okay, they're like, something special type of shit. So I can get away with a bit more over here for sure. But even then, man, just dealing with the typical bitches is just like, it's just fucking agonizing, dude. Like, you just don't want to, you never sit down and be like, you know what to bring my mood up is if I actually have a conversation with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's never gonna make you feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's so true. Oh my God.
Like, yeah.
Oh man.
You know what? I mean, some guys are just lonely.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But if you really break it down, like, you'd really rather be off doing something else than talking to a woman. Unless you're just trying to get some pussy out of her.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, though. That's where I am. I'm sure I'm not speaking for everybody, but
no, I mean, I'm thinking, and dude, yeah, I would rather talk to like a homie, like a bro, than, because women can't give advice about anything.
Yeah.
They just can't. And I love your line about it should be illegal for women to give other women advice about men.
Yeah. They should be, you should be able to call the police. If you find two women giving advice, you should be able to call the police on her and fine her for like $500 and 10 days in jail.
This bitch is giving other bitch advice. Get down here now.
Roger that. 485 on down in Hampton and Eskimo Drive. Yeah. Just come and just take the ass away.
1 out of 12. 1 out of 12.
It never leads to anything positive.
No.
It always leads to them being fucking more stupid and dumb in the end. Like, it should be illegal, man. That's my opinion on that.
All right, I've got Oki in. He's waiting to join in. This is Oki Drummer. He's another content creator. He's a cool guy. I'm gonna add him to the stream here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Oki. Man, us drummers got to stick together.
That's right. That's right.
Duncan McLeod of the Clan McLeod, man.
AD, that's my one of my alter egos here on YouTube is Duncan McLeod, the Highlander.
Okay.
In the actual series, the guy in the actual series, not the
Yeah.
movies.
Okay. I'm just looking at the live stream. I'm blurry as fuck. I don't know. It just never got back right after that, I guess.
No, it
I'm
didn't.
blurry as fuck.
So anyway, when you guys were talking about that woman you were with, Scotty,
which one?
the one who she had Asperger's, you were her first, whatever.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So at my local Raising Cane's, which is like one of these like fried chicken fast food places.
Uh-huh.
So there's the girl behind the cashier, or the cashier girl, is a they them girl. It's like she has like a hat and it has a sticker on it that says they them, but she's obviously just like a normal ass white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing today is like women don't go lesbian, they go non-binary.
Right.
Yeah. Lesbianism is a like only porn thing today.
I think it's a trend right now. And there's a word that I've heard been thrown around here and there. It's called trans trender. Instead of transgender.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you're the cool one now if you're transitioning. You're
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to be right now. It's
Well,
like grunge was back in the 90s. Like it's
and me, you, and Island Hermit are trying to transition from weak motherfuckers to strong motherfuckers.
That's right. We are in the gym constantly.
Yeah, and that doesn't take just one day changing your status on Twitter. That takes years and years and years of grueling hard work, pain, sweat.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. I was at the gym on Friday night, man, and I didn't wear deodorant, man. And just at the end, I was doing some plank, whatever, because I'm trying to beat my girlfriend, and we're just like challenge each other to see who can plank longer because she works out too. And it's fucking just smelly as fuck, man. And I was like the last one there, dude. They were trying to close at 10. I was like the last one trying to get my shit out of the locker room, man. And like I got there like 6:30 after work.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's fucking what it takes.
Yeah, it can be grueling, dude.
Yeah.
And, AD, can you hear him okay?
Yeah, I can hear him. I was thinking about stopping my cam and restarting it because I'm fucked up in the live stream.
No, if you want to. Yeah, go for it. Okay.
Yeah, man. And the thing where women can't live alone. Yeah, like you see like a lot of women have dogs who are single and childless.
Yes.
Like they're all dog moms today. Like my girlfriend lives alone in a 3-bedroom house just like I do, and she has like a female pit bull dog that she rescued from the shelter. So they just cannot live alone. But home security systems are good today. Like she has the thing where it says on the speaker like if a door is open and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, where like I just kind of have like the doorbell camera so I can see like on my phone, like it'll send me like a notification.
Yeah.
If something trips it, whatever.
Yeah.
And I have like, as I live out in the country, I have mine set. I'll show you guys where it can sense animals and stuff like in like a far distance because the length of my driveway is a lot, and so like I'll get notifications at work that it sees something, and it's literally just like birds like sitting on top of it, birds flying by, that kind of shit.
Yeah, right on. Huh.
Man, I don't know what happened. My cam just, dude. I'm using a MacBook M1 Air.
Yeah.
And I have so many problems with this laptop, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's still kind of laggy and blurry. Yeah.
When I disconnected the internet, I guess that's where it fucked up.
Yeah.
It just never right.
Oh well. Damn, that's a lot of land, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Finally getting warm outside too.
Yeah.
I got the windows open, all that good shit. Get some heat in the house.
Damn, that's awesome. Fuck,
I'd
love to have that. Yeah, where is this?
Central Oklahoma.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where it's cheap, and there's I have one neighbor across the way there, one neighbor like right there. I'm like at the end of this cul-de-sac, and it's actually funny. So my house is kind of up on the elevation, as you can see. I'm like at the back of the property.
Yeah.
And so when it rains, the rain flies by my house, goes down the hill from there too. It like goes down the elevation from there, channels down there along the tree line, and then goes into the driveway. And then my neighbor right there, like you can see their house kind of peeking through the trees a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rainwater goes right into their property because they're like at the bottom, and like the rainwater from the people's house across the street, because their house is up on the hill, like in the back too. It just goes down and then toward their house, so they get like fucked by water.
Crazy. Yeah. That's a lot of land, dude.
Yeah.
Well, nice. And it's in the back too. Like I still have like a backyard and shit, normal sized backyard, and there's
back too. Fucking A. So. That's a dream right there, having that much land. Shit.
Yeah.
And a house.
Yeah. It's not perfect,
Yeah.
It's not perfect, there's work that has to be done. There's like I need like a new dishwasher and stuff, but
yeah,
life is good. So
yeah, man.
I'm not complaining.
That's cool.
As long as you can keep it warm, as long as you can keep the place warm and you got some water somewhere, you're good, man.
Yeah,
that's all. Exactly. And I think with everything going on in the world today, I've been watching some shit where they're saying, that the grocery store supply chain is going to go to shit in the fall because there's no fertilizer coming from Russia. So they're not able to basically plant now to harvest in the fall.
Oh, shit.
Make sure you guys in America get some fucking 50-pound sacks of rice, man.
Okay.
Make sure you're stocking up on food, supplies, that kind of stuff, ammo, all that good shit.
Yeah.
I need to get some more water, more cases of water. That's what I gotta do. I gotta basically take all the shit out of my car, put the seats down, go to Walmart or Costco, and just, pack a shopping cart full of cases of water.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Make sure you're good on ammo. Good on ammo. Make sure you're fucking stock ready to go.
Right on.
I'm going to take my girl to the range, not in like 2 Saturdays.
Yeah.
Get her trained up.
AD, where you're at, do they let you? No, it's Germany, right? So it's no guns, huh?
Well, Czech Republic, yeah. Well, you can get a gun, but it's definitely not like the U.S. where you can just go to Walmart and just buy a rifle.
Yeah,
you can't just do that here. Like, but it's like the mentality out here. It was me and my girl. We talk about it all the time. How in a lot of U.S. it's more about being physically strong and beating up somebody, like being violent. Whereas like over here, it's more about like if you get in the altercation out here, it's more about what were you thinking? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Come on, all this like they talk it out a lot more out here.
Huh. Oh, that's
so the
good.
gun thing really isn't. It's nowhere near as prevalent, I'd say. Yeah, it's just nowhere near.
Oh man, people are retards out here, man. What's funny is what I found on the internet is that it doesn't matter what kind of like subject YouTube video you watch. It could be anything like fitness, politics, music, whatever. As soon as like someone mentions anything about dating, like everything goes off to fucking haywire, man.
Okay.
It just becomes like a huge fight every time.
Because somebody's gonna be an incel. If somebody said, somebody's gonna be an incel. Somebody's gonna be simp, or you're evil to women, or
yeah.
Of
course.
I feel sorry for you guys over there dealing with that, man. In the U.S. with that shit. That's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, and
a lot of us don't.
Thing,
yeah.
Sorry. To add on to your thing about people going to clubs, now. So for example, Scotty, I don't know if you remember, I was doing videos where on Plenty of Fish they have live streams.
Oh,
and I was doing screen recordings of girls on these live streams. Oh, so bad. But like some would like live stream themselves from a club on like a Friday or Saturday night, and or like some like shitty like cowboy bar shooting pool or whatever. And you could see that like no one is going to pick up these girls. Like no one's doing cold approach today.
Yeah.
And like at the gym, like there's tons of gym thoughts, like just the standard gym thought, yoga pants, all that stuff, wearing revealing midriff, basically shirts that are like sports bras, all that kind of stuff. No one's picking up any women, and I live in a college town where there's plenty of college age Chad guys who go to the gym, all that kind of stuff, and I don't see any cold approach happening.
No.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of it is obviously that whole feminism and you're approaching her, so you might be threatening her or some shit like
Me
that.
Too.
And also, the Me Too thing, that, right. And then also I think just I think the other part is like I say it's probably more the guy's fault in reality for being for kind of being scared because like nowadays you can just hop on these apps and just like swipe with somebody, so it takes away that risk of being rejected in real life. So I think it's like a mixture of both. I think it's a mixture of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna make lunch. I'll talk to you guys
Cool.
later. I just wanted to add that on to your
Yeah.
screen there.
Thanks for stopping by,
Yeah,
man.
thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate
of course. Thanks to
Good
you
to
guys.
Yeah. Later. We'll do it like that. There we go. All right, man. Well, I'm getting fucking hungry, so I'm gonna go eat some food.
Right.
But yeah, man. Many, many, many thanks for coming onto my stream and hanging out and talking. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I've been watching you for a long time. It's an honor for me to have you here.
Oh man, it's an honor for you to have me. Come with you. Fuck.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Everyone that's still here, go over to 80's channel, give him some subs, check his content out. You stream a lot, like almost every day, right?
Tuesday. I try Tuesdays, Wednesday, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. And it's usually during the day because the time difference and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, go check him out. This guy right here, AD, he's got a lot of wisdom. He's got a lot of yeah, you do. Yes,
I'm
you
so
do.
dumb. I sound smart.
Yeah, but you have a unique and direct and I think a very good way of saying what you think, and you are able to explain things that like I'll be thinking and I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to put it out there.
Okay.
And I'll sit here and just be like because I know the feeling.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to express it, and for me, you've been able to express a lot of those feelings and the whatever I'm thinking a lot better than I could come up with. So much appreciated. So.
I'd say you just don't think, man. You just gotta just do it. Just blurt it out. Just fuck it and think about it later. That's what I do.
Yeah. No, and I've been trying to get better at that. It's just fucking bleh, just say it. It's just let it out. Just go. So yeah, I'm getting better at it.
Right on.
I am,
Right on.
Yeah. So
Cool,
all right, cool. If you can hang out for a second, I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube, and then I'll talk to you just for a sec here. So,
cool.
All right. Well, anything you want to plug? Any other social media stuff or?
Oh, I'm so bad with that stuff. I wouldn't even know how to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, thanks for having me. Thanks everybody who watched and commented and liked and everything. Thanks a lot, man.
Fuck yeah. All right. Cool, guys. We'll see you later. All right. Hang out just for a sec. And there we go.